did something wrong, or maybe you just had DOMS and you never experienced that pain before. So it can feel different in every part of the body. So, for example, when someone have DOMS in their calves, they actually can go downstairs. It's very painful.
Okay.
And when you feel pain on your back, sometimes when your back has DOMS around upper back, it's more like you have a t-shirt and you are tearing the t-shirt on your back. So
Mm-hmm.
the pain on the lower back can be confused with actual pain on your lower back and injury on your lower back. So it's very tricky, that one. If it lasts more than 3 days, I would be worried. If it lasts two,
Oh,
3 days, and when you move, it kind of soothes a little bit, then it's DOMS, basically, just the
okay.
pain after exercise. And it's because you have broken some muscle to build new
Mhm.
one, stronger.
So many young people want results, you understand? They want six pack, muscle, energy, but still struggle to stay consistent. Why do you think so many young people find it hard to do this?
They want to have quick results, right? I think it's because they are looking and waiting for motivation.
What I'm thinking is this: is that there has to be a way for someone to be able to break away from that food habit. So, is there any way someone who doesn't want to, I don't love this lifestyle anymore, I want something different for myself? Is there any way someone can break that habit?
Yeah.
If this is your first time watching the show, you don't need to do anything, just relax and enjoy. But if you're back again on this show, it means you have this passion solving problems. So hit the subscribe button and let's solve bigger problems together. Thank you.
So, Felisa, when did
Yes.
fitness when did fitness stop being about just looking good for you and start being about living better and longer?
Okay. Well, that there was definitely a moment that's it happened for me. And I actually realized quite young that exercise wasn't just about how we look, but more about health and longevity. Because when I was studying sports science, I specialized in health. So I
Okay.
began to see movement from a different angle, you know. So exercise is like I used to see movement as medicine. I
Mm-hmm.
did my postgrades degrees in physical exercise and health. So how to use exercise to help illnesses like chronic conditions like arthrosis, uh, like any bone conditions like diabetes, like asthma. So all these illnesses can be treated with exercise before I mean, people, doctors recommend medicine, but they can actually be treated and they can be prevented by exercise.
Okay. I love how you answered that. Was there any moment with you or with your clients that you felt like, oh, this fitness of a thing is far bigger than just you going to the gym?
Mm. Well, I have actually not been going to the gym for the last 3 years.
Okay.
So fitness is more about moving and how you feel, how to connect with your body and give it
Okay.
what it needs. But for me, fitness and movement is a must. And uh, I treat it like medicine. It's what keeps me energized, what keeps me focused, keeps me balanced, and also it's like helps me support and run my business. And it's like it makes me feel good in my own body. It helps me connect with myself. It helps me be
Mhm.
more conscious about what is happening around me and within me. When you do
Oh,
exercise, you start feeling your body better. Yeah.
mm.
That's sometimes when I start training people that hasn't moved for a long time in ways of exercises, they only like walk or doing their normal life without moving. They start feeling pain
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
they actually had it before, but they were not conscious about it until they start moving. So they start connecting more with their bodies and realize like, oh, my knee is actually cracking when I stand up and sit down.
Mm.
Or yeah, that happens a lot when people hasn't trained for a long time and then they start moving. It's like they start realizing and connecting with their own bodies.
I'm a victim as well. I'm not going to lie, Felisa. I'm a victim as well. There's this time I went to the gym. So my second day at the gym, I started feeling back pain, severe one, like, but I never stopped because that was my second time going to the gym. The first time
Mm.
I went to the gym, the gym instructor, ah, Jesus Christ, he nearly took my life. After a treadmill, he was telling me to squat, he was telling me to do push up. So I decided that I wasn't going to, resume the next day. So I stopped. So after 2 years, I went back to the gym. So my second day at the gym, I feel this severe back pain. I nearly move. Like, see, if I want to sit down, I had to hold something like this first before I can sit down. Even if I want to go to the toilet, I have issue going to the toilet. What might cause that type of stuff? Because I don't really understand. And most people, these are the things that really makes them to stop going to the gym because they always say the pain is too much. What can you say about that, Felisa?
You mean the DOMS? Like after going to the gym? Maybe they
No,
took it too hard.
I don't know. What might cause this severe pain? After you going to the gym for
Maybe
the first day, the second time,
maybe you did something wrong, or maybe you just had DOMS and you never experienced that pain before. So it can feel different in every part of the body. So for example, when someone have DOMS in their calves, they actually can go downstairs. It's very painful.
okay.
And when you feel pain on your back, sometimes when your back has DOMS around upper back, it's more like you have a t-shirt and you are tearing the t-shirt on your back. So
Mm-hmm.
the pain on the lower back can be confused with actual pain on your lower back and injury on your lower back. So it's very tricky, that one. If it lasts more than 3 days, I would be worried. If it lasts two,
Oh,
3 days, and when you move, it kind of soothes a little bit, then it's DOMS, basically, just the
okay.
pain after exercise. And it's because you have broken some muscle to build new
Mhm.
one, stronger. So it's a natural process, but I like to prevent that by giving the right amount of intensity. So if you have passed from nothing to do everything in one day, it's normal that you broke that you broke your body, that you break it, right?
Okay,
It's
okay,
normal.
okay,
Yeah. So
okay.
it depends. If you have to start gradually and keep adding to it, not just
Oh,
start and go full on. Yeah.
so what one
It's
one
like
of the issues?
medicine.
Yeah, I think I understand it now. One of the main reasons that really makes people to feel severe pains is that they really want to do everything at a go, which is very, very wrong, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You have to have a plan and adjust it to the amount of level of fitness that you have and your intensity and your body type. It's not that you can go and do what you see someone else doing, because that doesn't
Mhm.
work.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
medicine. You cannot give the same amount for a baby, for a kid, 12 years, and for a 60 years old. It has
yeah,
to be
that's true.
adapted to,
That's
yeah.
true.
So it is the same.
How long have you been a fitness trainer? How long have you been a fitness
Uh,
trainer?
for about 26 years now. 26 years, more or less. But I started very young, interested about fitness. Uh, I was starting doing aerobic classes when I was 12. At 16, I was already teaching and coaching my friends and at the school. And, and when we have like a gym class. So it's been like, I started going to the gym when I was 16. and doing exercise. As I started doing programs and following videos, I was very interested. This is what I wanted to do all my
That's crazy. That's
yeah,
that's so huge. Like, yeah. Well, how
yeah.
how see? I'm thinking so much like this. See, you've been a fitness trainer for over 25 years, so I'm thinking right now the power of consistency. How do you do it every day? I'm trying to think about it. How do you do it? See, I hardly go to the gym. I went to the gym the first time, the second day, I ran away for like 2 years before I returned. So how do you build that consistency?
Uh, it's a habit. That's why my business is called MoveHability. It's has
Okay.
like an H in between because it has the word habit in it. It's because I believe in creating habit of movement. If you create the habit, your body is gonna ask you for it.
Mm,
And one of my clients told me recently that, like, finally, I feel my body's asking me to move for the first time in my life. So I was like, yeah, because she never experienced that before. And for me, I think it's creating the habit and focusing on doing it because we are literally made to move. And that
mhm,
is a non
mhm.
negotiable. We need to move
Yes,
every
yes.
day. And our body is made to run, to jump, to swim, to live and survive in the hunting gathering era where we didn't have a bridge or a car to move and a fridge or a supermarket to go and buy food. We had to go and look for it ourselves. And even though our society has changed a lot, our body hasn't. So we literally need to move to balance that lifestyle that we have now. And that is the way we do it is by doing exercise. For me, I think about how it makes me feel
Mhm.
more than what keeps me motivated to do it. I think how it makes you feel after is what motivates me doing it, not the other way around. I don't wait for motivation. I don't
You
rely on
don't.
motivation. No, it's a must for me. It's like you get up and you brush your teeth, right?
Mhm.
For me, we need to move every day.
I'm
It
trying
doesn't
to think. I'm trying to understand something. Like for the 25 straight years that you've been consistent in the fitness world, I'm
I've been
thinking
consistent since I was 4. I started doing ballet
since you were
classes.
4.
Yeah, I started doing
Ah,
ballet classes when I was 4. So I've been doing exercise since then.
Jesus Christ. This is so what I'm trying to understand is this. Have there has there been a day you felt like giving up? Like because I believe that
Exercise?
pushing. No, in terms of you pushing more forward, have you ever felt like I'm tired that no, I need to stop doing this for some time, then go back to it? Have you ever felt that
No,
way before?
no. Uh, I only stop when I had a surgery or something like that, that the doctor tells you to stop. But even that, I will start moving around and walking a little bit or adjusting the exercise to it. It's not like I don't understand a day without movement. For me, it's like I need to move, even going for a walk, you know, it's something simple. It's not that I need to train hard every day. It depends how you see exercise. If you see exercise like go to the gym and kill yourself, obviously not. But being active and exercise every day is a must. So me getting out and go for an hour walk is the minimum I can do.
Yeah, I think
I
I
just
understand it now. Yeah.
make sure that I do it every day. Yeah.
Mhm. So so many young people want results, you understand? They want six pack, muscle, energy, but still struggle to stay consistent. Why do you think so many young people find it hard to do this?
They want to have quick results, right? I think it's because they are looking and waiting for motivation.
Mhm.
And to be obvious, Like, to be honest, motivation is not going to be there. You have to build the habit and create uh, the the routine for it. You cannot wait for motivation to hit to actually move and train. You have to make it happen. Put it in your schedule. Just make the time for it because if we are made to move.
We are made to move. We are made to move.
Yeah.
That's something, okay. So I want to share with you a personal story of myself. I lost my dad last
Mhm.
6 years. You understand?
Yeah.
Um,
I'm sorry.
he had injury, so we tried. We spent. We enrolled to different kind of hospital. They tried to treat the injury, but it wasn't healing. So we were told that he had diabetes. And sincerely speaking, my dad died at age 74, you understand? So throughout, let's say like since he was 67, 68, he stopped taking something sugary. He take more of herbal stuff, he take more of plants, he eats something fresh, he doesn't eat something frozen. Everything was so good. Like
Did
since he
he
was
had
67.
did he
What
had
do you say?
medication for did he had medication for it?
When he started eating all those stuffs, right?
Did he started having medication for diabetes?
Nah, he didn't. He
Mm.
did it. So what I'm saying is this is that since everything like the everything everyone normally says about diabetes is that it's too much of sugar in the body that leads to diabetes. You understand? So
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand something.
Why your
Um,
dad, even though he stopped taking sugar things, he
yeah,
he keep the illness keep progressing. Well,
yeah,
normally diabetes type 2, there is two types of diabetes, right?
okay,
Diabetes type 1 and diabetes type 2. So diabetes type 1 is genetics. So you develop it and you have it normally in a younger age. And diabetes type 1 is like your body doesn't release insulin, so you have to inject it. Diabetes type 2 is like you have broken the system. So
okay.
your body doesn't release the insulin when it needs to because it doesn't listen to the signals anymore. So even if your dad didn't have sugar, yeah, some things have sugar that is not literal sugar. So for example, if you eat bread, it's sugar at the end. If you eat rice, it's sugar at the end. So it's carbohydrates. So at
Okay.
the end, that release sugar in blood. And if your body doesn't have insulin to deal with it, it's like you are poisoning your body. So that's
Poison
why
in my
he
body.
progressed. Yeah. So normally when you have diabetes type 2, there is medication for that to stop that process. And another thing that you can do is moving straight after every meal. So that prevents your body to need insulin. I'm
That
explaining
is,
it very simple so that you can, because it's a complex way to explain it, but
yeah,
I'm trying to
yeah.
explain it in a simple way. So normally my dad is 86 now
Oh,
and he has diabetes type 2
how, for how long?
uh, for many years. My dad did, I think this is the reason why he had diabetes. He read a book like when he was in his 50s.
Okay.
And this book was called From A to Z. And it talks about 26 reasons or whatever of how you don't need to eat sugar. So he stopped eating sugar, literal sugar, and started taking sweets with additives, not like sweeteners, no
Okay.
natural
Okay.
sweeteners. Yeah. So I think that made him develop the disease because he was actually eating things that he was not eating before. Like he started eating not sweets, not sugary, like
Mm, I
artificial
understand this.
sweeteners.
Yeah.
ice creams. And he had that because he thought that was good, better than fruit. So I think after that mess up with his body, and he's taking medication for it, and he also plays golf every day. So he literally moves for a couple of hours, like 4 hours a day. He's keep active every day. So he plays like 6 days a week. And I think that keeps him in a good place because I can tell him what he has to eat, what he doesn't listen. He doesn't even
Okay.
listen. He make up excuses, and you cannot tell an 86-year-old what to eat because he's
Definitely,
not going to listen to
definitely.
me. Yeah.
Definitely. So, some people mainly talks about gym. Like when you go to the gym, they mainly emphasize only about the external factor, the muscle, the six pack. But I'm
Mhm.
thinking more different. What does you going to gym every day or fitness as a whole? What does that affect our psychological part of ourselves in the way we think, in the way we do things? I'm
Yes.
trying to understand.
Uh, I think going to the gym makes you more
Okay.
resilient to things. It gives you like a structure. It gives you like habits, good habits. When you start going to the gym every day, no, it doesn't need
Okay.
to be in a gym. I mean, I haven't been in a gym in 3 years, right?
You said
It
that,
means
yeah.
when you have like an exercise routine every day, you start connecting with your body. You start connecting with how you feel. It gives you a lot of hormones, happy hormones that can affect in your mood. So you can have better mood. You can have more like patient because your stress levels goes down because it's a way to
Okay.
manage stress too. You can focus better because when you do exercise, it can release oxygen to your brain. So it gives more mental space. So for example, running gives you more mental space, or walking can give you more mental space. So it helps you with focusing. It helps you because, increase your confidence, because confidence is related with when you achieve something. So when you
Okay.
say that you're going to do something and you manage to do it, that increases your confidence, your self confidence. So going to the gym and challenge yourself a little bit every day, because obviously you have to have a progression. If you do always the same exercise, you're not going to progress. So your body is asking you to do a little bit more. That increases your confidence, increases your posture. So it can affect also, like it has a social component that
Okay.
when people, yeah. So
That
all
that
those things can affect and impact mentally.
that's good. That's good. I told you about my dad. One of the
Mhm.
reasons, yeah, the diabetes stuff, yeah. And what I want to talk about now is the food we take, the food we eat on a normal daily basis. There's a lot of fast food, there's a lot of restaurants, there's a lot of new drinks coming outside every day. There is this type of drink I saw recently. They said zero sugar. And it's a lie. There's sugar inside those drinks when I tasted it. You know? So
The
what I'm saying
only
is that
drink,
no,
sorry,
I said I saw a drink. They
yeah.
wrote it on the label that zero sugar, that there is no sugar there. But it's all bullshit because I tasted the drink and there is a sugar in it. So what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is this: that what are the biggest mistake you see people making with what they eat on a daily basis?
One is they drink the sugar, so that is like injecting sugar in blood. Um, the only drink that has no sugar is water, and that's what we need to drink. Basically, it's like why don't you drink water? You want to add flavor, add you know a slight of lemon on it, a strawberry. Have you tried to add frozen strawberries into water? Uh, there is no need to everything taste sweet. That's
Mm,
actually every time we taste everything sweet, the only thing it does is sugar craving. So after a while, you're gonna feel hungry again and you're gonna overeat. One of the big problems I think is the food industry is very smart. Yeah, sugar
okay.
is addictive. So if they add sugar to everything, you're gonna eat more of that just because it has sugar. Sugar is addictive. It has a big impact in increasing dopamine. So we are all dopamine addictives. And
Definitely. Yeah.
sugar, when you eat something sweet, it gives you that dopamine hit, but then it's gonna drop, and then you're gonna look back for that dopamine hit again. So you're gonna eat something sweet, and your body's gonna ask you for it because you're craving it. And the food industry is very smart, and they have figured out the perfect formula to keep you addicted to food. So, for example, the mix of high carbs and high fat. And when you
Mm,
add salt of sugar to it, that becomes almost impossible to stop eating. So, for example, think about crisps. Yeah. So they are just like small slices of potato, so which is
okay.
carbs. Then they are fried in refined oils, which is
Okay.
high fat.
Yeah.
And then they cover it with salt or flavors, right? Have you ever tried to eat just one?
No?
It's impossible. If you have a packet of crisps, you will eat it all, right? It's very
Yeah.
difficult to stop. It's like, and you stop because it's finished. But if you have another one, you will eat another one. It's like they have find the perfect formula to for us to not being able to stop eating.
But what I'm thinking is this is that there has to be a way for someone to be able to break away from that food habit. So, is there any way someone who doesn't want to, I don't love this lifestyle anymore. I want something different for myself. Is there any way someone can break that habit?
Yeah. Uh, Eat whole food, drink water, eat fruit, veggies, meat, milk, eggs, rice, legumes, like everything that is raw and natural
Okay.
and fresh, and then cook if you need to cook. Yeah. But get rid of all ultra processed food. Everything that comes in a package that has been processed 2 or 3 times is literally like junk food. So it's literally not food anymore. It's like a product.
Mm,
So just get rid of that and you will become healthier. You will lose weight. You will stop those cravings, eat more protein. That's basically so it's like, and the palatar changes every 3 weeks. The cells in our palatar changes every 3 weeks. So sometimes at the beginning you're
what
gonna
does that
feel
mean? What does that
it
mean?
means that we are used to very rich flavors,
Okay.
but if you cut down the flavors a little bit, cut down a little bit, just at this natural spices and things like that. But like for example, the what is this crisp that has a lot of flavor? The lace ones, right? The one that comes in a packet, rounded ones. That has a lot of flavors. And after that one, eating like a potato, it's not gonna taste nice, right? It's not gonna taste
Mm,
like
yeah.
anything. But
Yeah, yeah.
your palatal cells change every 3 weeks. So if you just eat a like boiled potato for 3 weeks, your flavor you're gonna be more adjusted to the flavor.
Okay,
So you
okay, I
start
understand it now.
just adding a little bit of salt, pepper, and a little bit of olive oil, and you're gonna find it like it's really tasty. Yeah.
So I want to we just talk about the food habits. So there's a lot of misconception about fasting on the internet. Some people I swear by it. Some people say fasting is harmful to your body. From your own
Mm,
perspective, what do you think?
uh, I, th- I think it depends. Like
Okay.
in all religion, is fasting is included, right?
Definitely,
And
yeah.
yeah, and in a way or another, there is a way that all religions includes a way of fasting, and I think it's a break for your body. So it depends on how you see fasting. If you kind of overeat and then you say, I'm not going to eat anymore until in 3 days, that's not healthy. But if you actually think like, okay, like it's more like a tool, is you actually say, okay, so I'm going to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but I'm going to stop eating at 6 p.m. till my
Okay.
breakfast the next day. So I give my body 12 hours or 14 hours of rest. That is actually a healthy thing to do.
Okay. Okay.
It
Okay.
just reset the, and it's proven to help balance hormones, manage better diabetes, or resistant to insulin, which is pre-diabetics, which can help like reverse that. Um, I mean, it can help you lose weight, but because you are connecting more with hunger cues and you stop cravings, it helps you with the cravings. It's not because you are eating less. You can eat the same amount of calories in a shorter period of time. It's that you leave your pancreas a time to rest and your body to rest so that you can kind of balance it all better.
Okay.
So it,
Okay.
it depends how you're using it.
So I've seen it on the internet. You know, a lot of people put talk about their lifestyle on the internet. I see a lot
Mhm.
of people taking slim tea, like an herbal concoction. You use warm water to dilute it and you drink it. So many people have fat tummy, and they tell them if you take this slim tea herbal, it's going to burn your fat. You're going to have a flat tummy. Different kind of stuff. People fasting like for like 100 hours in a month just because they want to have a fat tummy. People they want to have a flat tummy. People going to the gym, doing abs every day just because they want to have a flat tummy. What do you think? Must I go to the gym doing abdominal every single day just because I want to have a flat tummy? Is there any other way for having a flat tummy without you taking all those herbal stuff? You taking this, taking that? I'm just thinking.
People want to quick fixes. They just want how to get to the target, to the goal, in the minimum time and minimum effort.
Okay,
And
okay, okay.
that doesn't work with your body. Your body needs consistency and it
Mm,
needs you to take care of it. So if you eat rubbish and you eat like junk food every day, and then you take a tea, do you think that is going to sort it out?
no.
Or if you eat like junk food, you eat like 3 burgers, and then you go to the gym and you do abs, crunches, do you think that is going to sort it out?
Hmm.
No, right?
Okay.
So you need nutrition, focus on whole food, eating in a way that balance, connect with your
It's-
hunger cues, and try to do exercise every day, add movement to your life, and be patient because this is consistency. It's not about doing it perfect for a month and then you see the results. That doesn't work. Whatever it takes you to lose the weight, whatever it takes you to gain the weight, actually, it's going to take you at least half of that time to lose it. So if it's taking you like to gain 20 kilos, it's taking you 5 years. Don't expect it to happen in like 10 days because, yeah, it can happen in 10 days or in 3 months or in 4 months. But if you don't build consistency, it's going to bounce back and you're going to regain the weight again. So it's take at least 2 years and a half to be consistent with what you're doing. Even if you lose the weight at the beginning, keep consistency because that is going to keep you the weight there if you lose it.
Oh,
Otherwise,
okay.
it's not working. So I wouldn't trust any of that, and I will focus on the things that really work. That is, take care of yourself, take care of your body, and eat good food, good, natural, whole food. Do exercise every day, and be patient.
Okay, that's amazing. I see there was this time I was on Twitter and I came across someone. This person, I think I saw a page like that as at that time, I saw a page as at like 4 months ago. So and I came across her post. I saw how slim she has become. Then I
Uh-huh.
went to the comment section. I saw a lot of things people were saying. She went for surgery to take away all her fat, you understand? But guess what? After that time,
Sigue.
2 to 3 months later, she becomes more bigger than before. What might be the
Yeah.
cause? I'm trying to understand what might be the
Yeah.
cause.
Because if you remove the fat, but you don't change your habits, your body, you're gonna get your body to the same point. It's like, for example, I saw when I was working in the UK, yeah, I
Okay.
saw working in the gym, I saw a lot of people in the UK, they book a holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And you start seeing when someone has booked a holiday because you started seeing in the gym 3 times a day for like 6 weeks before the holiday. Yeah. And they are literally like killing themselves in the gym, doing cardio every day, doing strength training, taking like a restricted diet, like keto, like taking that of those supplements that,
Okay.
and then they go on a holiday. And then they have been feeling restricted for over 6 weeks, right? So during the holidays, they need to indulge themselves and eat. So when they come back from the holidays, they're looking heavier and worse, less rested, less because they have been eating very badly and overeating, drinking more. So they look and they gain not at the weight that they lost in these 6 weeks, but they have gained even more. And then they keep it like that for a while until they book the next holiday. And I've seen this happening a lot and a lot and a lot. And it's the same way. If you go to surgery, you remove the fat, but if you don't change how you get that fat there, you're gonna get the fat again. And normally it has like a rebound. So
Mm.
the same like if you do a very restricted diet, when you stop the diet, that is normally are not consistent. Like I mean, if you do keto, it's like you don't eat carbs at all. So that is it's okay. Do it for a while. Not saying keto is bad. You're gonna see results, but
Okay.
some people are very good at keeping keto over time because it's part of their lifestyle and they're happy with it. But some people, for them, it's impossible. So they just do it for a short period and then they go back to how they were eating. So the
Mm.
body goes back up and rebounds and go even higher. So you need to change your habits. You need to work. It's not something you can escape. You have to do the work.
So
If you want,
um in your work,
yeah.
what's one fitness or nutrition misconception you wish people would finally let go of?
Uh, okay. One is that people believe that to lose weight they have to do cardio, only cardio. And to lose weight actually is 80% nutrition. So if you do cardio and then you eat more than you spend, you're gonna gain weight, even if you're doing 1 hour cardio. So for example, if you go for a run and you burn 600 calories, and
Okay.
then you go to McDonald's or to go to somewhere where you have a burger that is 1,000 calories, you're not gonna lose weight, right? That's 400 calories difference that you're eating more than the hour that you're running. So that's one thing. And another thing is like people think that sweating is actually burning fat, and
Okay.
that is
Okay.
completely not true. Yeah. So you sweat is your body way of cooling down. So when you do exercise, your body raises the temperature, and the way of cooling that temperature is sweat. Now, if you're
Okay.
sweating a lot and that sweat doesn't dry, when you go and you can do like this, it doesn't mean that, oh, you have done so much effort. It means that the temperature is not the adequate for your body to cool effectively. Does it make sense? So your body is not cooling and refreshing effectively. So that's why you keep sweating. So the sweat is effective when it dries very quickly after you sweat.
Why do you think this misconception is spreading so fast in the fitness world?
I think because lack of knowledge. I mean, exercise and fitness is a very young science still. So even though like people use fitness 300 years before Christ, like,
Okay.
gladiators used to do push-ups to train. Uh, it still is a very young science. And every day they do new research and new things done up. So I think before people didn't know better, basically. And I think there is so many things that we haven't discovered yet.
Okay. Okay. So if someone in their 20s now and they are not exercising or watching what they eat,
Yeah.
what do you think they will regret by the time they are
Yes.
40?
Well, if you are in your 20s and you're not taking care of your body, you're not moving, you're not eating well, you might not notice the effects. But it's like you are adding things to a bill and then the bills come back. Yeah. So
Okay.
if you don't sleep, so that sleep you never recover. If you drink a lot, your liver is gonna, maybe it doesn't feel it when you're 20, but maybe when you're 40, if you have been drinking for many years, not stop, at 40 you're gonna have a problem with your kidneys. Uh, so it's all these things that the body kind of scares you when you are on your 20s. It's kind of forget that when you're doing that, but it's hidden in your body and then it comes out as a problem. And after 40 is when all the problems, you start seeing all the problems. So then when you get to your 60s and your 70s, if you haven't done anything, you're going to see those problems come faster. Yeah. So, for example, if you are on your 60s and you have been training all your life and then
Okay.
you stop, yeah, you might be able to get some problems straight after. Your problems start accelerating. Yeah. While if you are on your 60s and you start doing exercise, your problems are going to start going back. So this means probably if you start at your 70s and you haven't done anything, you're going to be in a worse condition than someone who has been doing exercise all their life and then stop at 60. But it means that if
Oh,
you do exercise, even doesn't matter when you start, you're going to get to a better place.
okay. Okay.
So if you're
So,
in your 20s, just start now because you can build the momentum, you can build the habit, and then your body is going to be grateful for it because when you're 20, you have more energy, you have more time, and you can actually focus on that. When you are on your
okay.
40s, 50s, you have family, work, it's more complicated. So unless you have the habit, you're going to be, very difficult to fit into your life. Does it make
Have you
sense?
have you have you yeah, it makes so much sense. Have you ever worked with a client that came up with those regrets? You know,
That came to the
like
regret. Yeah, many clients came to that regret. Even with food, like food is something that you learn, like you learn at home, right? So if in the school they don't educate you how to eat healthy, and in your family they don't cook at home and they buy always like takeaways, for example, you don't have a culture of
yes.
how to cook like healthy homemade meals.
Yeah.
At your 60s, 70s, 40s, you don't have that culture. It's like, then you start seeing all the problems, and then it's like, okay, now I have no idea of what is whole food, what do I need to eat, how do I need to eat, what I need to cook for my kids, how do I teach them all this? And there is a lot of information out there, and people they get confused. So if someone says, no, you need to eat this, then they go to the supermarket and see healthy at the label, but then you read the ingredients, and the third ingredient is sugar in a different
Yeah.
version of it. They hide with different numbers, different names. But if you see sugar in the third It's like, and you're buying like chicken and you see sugar on the third ingredient, that is something that you shouldn't eat that chicken, right?
Okay.
Because
Okay.
chicken shouldn't have sugar, right?
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if this conversation is played or was replayed 20 years from now, what's one piece of advice within the health or fitness space you would want the next generation to remember?
That we are made to move. That exercise has always been the most powerful medicine we have, and that will never change. So, like, if the doctors could recommend exercise in a form of a pill, there wouldn't be as many people ill.
Okay.
I,
Why do you think this won't change irrespective of how the trend changes? Why do you think this will never change?
why this never changed? Like, we're made to move, that the medicine is exercise is medicine?
Regardless of how the trend evolve.
Because, um, you know, I read once in one of my exercise physiology, like history books, that
Okay.
300 years before Christ, civilizations started getting together around the rivers. And then is when they found out that because they were gathering together and they were helping each other. So one have the eggs, the other one have the milk, right? So
Okay.
they share things. They didn't have to do the effort to go and find it themselves. Then is what they get more comfortable. And that is what all the illnesses that we have today appeared. So before that, there was no diabetes, there were no, uh, arthrosis, there were not like all these kind of like osteoporosis, all these things didn't
Yeah.
turn up because people used to move a lot. So when they stop moving, then is when all these illnesses appear. So if that hasn't changed, how is it going to change in the future? When we are more sedentary, we work more like from home. Like, I used to work in a gym and now I work in front of a computer. So if I don't move myself, it's not going to happen. We are all day with the phones. Kids don't play, they just play on the phone. So I think that is not going to change. We
Okay.
are made to move and we need to make the time and effort to move every day.
We are definitely made to move. So the last guest on the show left you a question. He said, "What keeps you going when you are down?"
Move when I'm feeling down myself.
Like, yeah, maybe what you planned is not going on the way you planned it. What
I
keeps
go
you
for a walk.
going?
I go for a walk. I go for a walk. When you go for a walk, it's like you are moving on your whole body. You are oxygenate your brain. You are releasing happy hormones. So going for a walk is actually the best antidepressant ever. So if you
Okay.
feel down, go for a walk. Dance, you
Go
know?
for a walk.
Yeah, go for a walk. That's
So,
basically.
so what is that one question you are going to be leaving behind for the next guest coming to the
You
show?
enjoy the show, isn't it? So what do you think about it? What's the feedback? And do you think you can add more positivity to the brand by subscribing, by sharing? What do you think if every one of us can come together and solve a bigger problem? Because that's what the platform is for. And you all, you are not just my audience, you are my partner, and we're going to do something big together. Thank you for watching. To the next time.
Moonword talk, Moonword talk, Moonword talk, Moonword talk, Moonword talk, Moonword talk, Moonword talk. Yeah, we be the truth, be that light in the dark. Let the vibe come through, growth mindset, mind check. Yeah, we break the mold, had to hustle, build some struggle, turn that pain into gold. Oh, so done, but the grind don't stop. Scrapping, tapping, let's rise to the top. Let's rise to the top.